Hey, Intuitive Soul Tribe. Melissa, Intuitive Soul Coach here, excited to bring to you today's collective reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right. I will also link the other collective readings as well if you feel pulled or your energy is gravitating towards one that you haven't already checked out. Feel free. Okay, I'm getting a strong energy here of a box and thinking outside the box, stepping outside the box, or breaking free from restrictions, anything that feels limiting. So this is coming in really strong. So we're going to take a look and see what that's all about here as well, and how maybe the cards may play into that. We're going to do something a little different today as well. Towards the end of this reading, we'll take a look here at each elemental energy, earth, air, fire, and water, and we'll see what's coming in specifically for you. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so again, I have this strong restrictive energy. So some of you may have felt even a little bit stuck. I'm getting here, literally a box is what Spirit's showing me, a box, and you feel like there is a limiting energy around you. But the good news about a box, beautiful souls, is it can be broken down, right? We can push past it. It's not made of brick, it's made of cardboard. So whatever this is that may feel like it's holding you back, I'm getting this energy that you're going to push through those limitations. It may feel difficult, but I'm actually getting that it's easier than you think. It may be easier than what your fears are trying to program you into believing, right? Sometimes our mind can tell us this is going to be so difficult, or this may be so challenging to do, or that conversation that we really want to have with someone, or asking for that raise, or telling someone we like them, or whatever it is for you. It's going to be easier than you think. And I'm getting here a breath of fresh air. So you're going to feel a lot better. And it doesn't mean that there's not going to be hard work, but I do feel a celebratory energy, almost like you're hitting that milestone. So let's see what's coming in for you. Now, this is going to be for each and every one of you watching. Please take it, as it resonates with your energy. And then we'll take a look at each elemental sign as well. So what do we have here showing up? Some of you may be traveling. For others of you, you're really working on your spirituality, your spiritual system. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So diving in, you have the belief system. This is about paying attention to your self-talk. Now, for some of you, what is holding you inside that box is your own limiting beliefs, your own restrictions. So be sure that your self-talk is helping you out. And the way I like to think of self-talk sometimes is, if you were to be sitting across from a friend, right, a really, really close friend, a best friend of yours, and they were to start talking to you the way that you talk to yourself, what would you feel? Would you feel like this friend is supportive? Would you feel that like this friend is degrading, admonishing, or kind of putting you down a little bit? Would you want to be in the presence of that friend? So take a look at your self-talk this week and see if there are improvements, if there are new ways that you can start to talk kinder to yourself, feel more compassionate and love towards yourself, and know that whatever it is that you are striving to achieve, that you have what it takes. Now, I'm getting as well, some of you have been praying. Some of you have been connecting and trying to tune in to your intuition, but you've been wishing and wishing for so long, and something may have been taking forever, that sometimes we self-doubt. We self-doubt that the universe has our back. We self-doubt that the angels are even hearing our call, and we feel a little bit left out, because I'm getting here that 4 and 5 of Pentacles. So some of you are trying to manifest something here in the physical world, and it's just taking a little bit of time, right? This is about reprogramming. That's the beautiful thing about the mind. Well, for some of you, we start to get into that default mode. We start to say, well, I'm just going to stay comfortable here. And even though it's not exactly where I'd like to be, it's easier than taking that leap, right? And we start to train our brains to believing that that's true for us, when in reality, you can take the leap of faith if you want, right? We can break free from that restriction, whatever that may be for us. This is about limiting beliefs and trusting that your higher self, your higher power, your guides, your angels, your loved ones, they didn't leave your side, right? They're still very, very much alive and very much within your energy field. And some of you need to remember that. And some of you are struggling with that at this time. I am getting here prosperity and abundance as well. I do feel that a lot of you may be healers or taking a spiritual approach. I mean, we're all souls having a human experience, right? So in an essence here, we're all having a spiritual journey, but some of you are trying to manifest something spiritual into the physical. I hope that makes sense. So it could be a spiritually based job. This could be a spiritual union or relationship. But the good news is a lot of you are awakening. You're awakening to the whys, you're awakening to the hows, and there is a sense of clarity coming in here for you because your next card is awakening, right? This is about you rising from the ashes. So whatever has bogged you down, whatever tower moments that you may have gone through, whatever healing, destruction here, self-sabotage, whatever can sometimes throw us into the woes of those pits, right? That deep hole that we sometimes feel like we'll never get out of. This is about you reclaiming your power. And it's very important that you realize that there is a rebirth taking place. And there is truth here. There is spiritual enlightening. So I feel for a lot of you, this awakening, you feel like you've been going through it for probably the last 4 or 5 years, right? Even longer for some of you. But the good news is I feel like your wings are already formed here. You already have these. And now, because you've been in that cocoon stage for quite some time, you may forget that you do have these wings and spirit will catch you, right? So it's time to take flight is what I'm hearing here. And you can see that butterfly is taking flight there. And this is a monarch butterfly, which are very, very special. It's also the energy of the sacral chakra, which is located about 2 inches below the navel region. And this can be the relationships we have with ourselves. It can be relationships with others, our creative zone, our pleasure zone. And I do feel for some of you, this can be even about money, tied to money here. If you've had any lower back issues, lower back pain, if you've been healing from some family traumas, or if you have been undergoing a major rebirth, it can affect your root chakra as well, your ankles, your knees, your toes, your hips. So please take that as it resonates. But I do feel that you are heading towards this time of your life where you're not going to feel restricted. Okay. I notice with a lot of clients, sometimes they do have issues in the energy centers of, like I said, the feet, the toes, the ankles, the knees, even the legs, the hips, the lower back, because they may not know how to move forward. They may be fearful of taking the next step. And that's what I feel like this energy is all about. For some of you, you have a gypsy soul within that is ready to go out and explore, right? Some of you are ready to take vacation. Some of you are packing your bags as you're listening to this here. So there's travel on the horizon. You could even be on vacation as you're listening to this right now. And for some of you, this is about tourism, vacations, backpacking, new lands. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to go fly across the country. Some of you, yes. But for others of you, this is, again, getting out of your comfort zone. This is about you being able to explore new things. And what better way to get out of your comfort zone than go travel, right? And it can even be traveling within your area, going to a new place that you've never been. I also sense that some of you may live near a place that may have tourist hotspots that you've never visited. Maybe you haven't visited because it's too busy or it's too touristy for you. But I'm getting that there's an additional route or there's a time that you may be able to go that could be better for you here as well. Or if you have access to it year round, you may be able to make this happen and it not be so busy. I'm also getting here Paris, France. Okay, I'm getting Costa Rica. Thank you, Spirit. I am getting Australia. Okay, and I'm getting Africa. So that could be your birth country or place. That could be a place you're visiting as well. I'm also getting Phoenix, Arizona. So again, please take this as it resonates. That could be where you're going or where you're from, or maybe you have family there. But some of you are really ready to get out and explore. And if you've been waiting for the sign, beautiful souls, this is it. And I love that the messages is showing up for you, because as I was tuning in here prior to your reading, I kept hearing a phone ringing. And no, I'm not crazy, right? But in my mind's eye, I kept hearing a ring. Now, it doesn't mean that you're actually going to get a phone call. Some of you, you might, but this could show up in the form of an email. This could be in the form of a text. It could be on any of your social media platforms, or yes, it can be certainly a call, right? Or it could be even a letter or a message or an announcement that you see show up in your world, but I'm getting within the next 7 days. So this is quite quick for you here. So if you've been waiting, I mean, this could be unexpected, right? It doesn't have to be something that you're waiting or expecting to come in. For a lot of you, it is unexpected news, but it's going to be good. I feel positive. And we're actually going to pull some tarot cards on this as well. The messages is all about important communication. It can be announcements, incoming news. I'm also getting here the scales, the justice scales. So there could be some sort of message around legalities or a judgment, or if there was something in your world, beautiful souls, that was unfair or just felt a little bit imbalanced, there could be a reward, a payout, or an apology coming your way. So we'll take a look here and clarify what that is. Actually, let's just do that right now. What do we have here? What's this messages all about? What's the messages all about here? Oh, 8 of Wands. This is the card of news, okay? So it says here, sudden, it certainly could be a quick, sudden love affair for some of you. It could be a second honeymoon, or you get an offer of love, fast and passionate, something quickly, like let's get out of Dodge, let's get out of town here, let's go on a trip. For others of you, this is split-second decisions around money. You could certainly get a job offer here. You could get an offer to join up with a company or to move some money around, something of that nature that's going to be a rapid gain. I'm also getting real estate for some of you. Let's see what else that's all about. I love the clarifier there. Let's see. What else is this all about for you? Ace of Wands. Beautiful. New beginning. This could be love. This is new joy, love, creativity. It could be a new project, but this is all about passion, right? It can be your career, projects, love, desire. It's reinventing yourself. So I do feel like there will be a decision, but it's going to be an easy decision to make. It's going to be one where everyone is on board. And I feel like, oh, and look at that. There's a butterfly right there. So beautiful little clarifier there. There's a bunch, and there's that monarch as well. So there's 3 butterflies here, and it's going to help you rise above that phoenix. So whatever it was that you felt you were tethered to or stuck to, there's news coming in quickly. So again, whenever you're watching this within the next 7 days, I feel like this is going to bring about truth here for you, and really good. Ace of Wands is a powerful energy to be in. So I love this. All right, you also have here, imagine you have regeneration and you have all that glitters. Now, some of you may have been confined to that box because at first it looked good, right? It could be that job that you were in where you said, wow, this is a great paying job. It had good benefits. I really like what I'm doing. And then maybe over time you realize that it was just kind of rotten underneath it. It was toxic, or maybe it wasn't the energy that you thought it was going to be. This is the all that glitters isn't always gold card. And that's what I feel like you're breaking free from. There could have been some sort of misconception, dishonesty, betrayal. Someone may have been wearing a false mask. And I feel like there's going to be truths coming out. I am getting that 7 of Swords energy here as well. 7 of Swords doesn't necessarily have to be bad. I like the truth, even if the truth hurts sometimes. I'd rather have the truth than a fake false lie, right? So all that glitters here is you being able to move forward in a relationship, in a career path, within health, knowing that it's coming from a place of authenticity, knowing it's coming from a place of truth here for yourself, and you feel in alignment with what this is. And a lot of you, it is something you've been thinking about, imagining. 7 of Cups energy. It's time for you to focus, because sometimes we feel overwhelmed with not quite sure how to move forward, right? And that's why you have the belief system here, because some of you you've done all the work, right? You've done some of the shadow work, you've done some of the mending, you've worked on yourself, but you're still finding yourself round and round doing the same thing. And now it's been exhausted, right? Now you've exhausted those resources is kind of what I'm feeling. Well, get ready because you have double cards here talking about regeneration. Phoenix rising from the ashes here. When the regenerative card shows up, and this is quite interesting as well, and I love this, it actually looks like a wild blueberry on that tree. Now, I don't know if it really is or not, but it looks like it. And if you know the story about wild blueberries, I'll just tell you here, and I'm a fan of wild blueberries. And did you actually know that real wild blueberries are a dark, dark, deep purple inside of them? It shouldn't be white, right? It's a deep purple. But you can have a wild fire come through and destroy, just like this imagery here, right? It looks like volcanic energy. Some of you may actually live near a fault line or live near a volcano. That's only for some of you. But that wild blueberry, it can have a destruction happen. But when everything is calmed and settled, that wild blueberry bush will grow back even hardier than before, right? It is literally that phoenix rising from the ashes. So if that is the energy that wild blueberries contain, imagine what that does when we eat them, right? So I feel for a lot of you, you are like that blueberry, like that phoenix rising from the ashes. There's been something that may have threatened to destroy you, or maybe it has, right? Whether it's a job loss, could be a death, it could be an identity crisis for some of you. It could be being in the utter depths of depression or anxiety, whatever this is, because we've all gone through these challenges, regardless of how big or small, it is something, right? You're coming back here, and I feel like you're coming back stronger, and you are coming back with not giving up on yourself within this belief system. So this is really powerful energy here. A lot of you need to hear that you are rising above. You are on the right track. Let's take a look and get some tarot cards here for you, and then we'll dive into each element. What do we have here? We'll see how the tarot fits into what we've been talking about and what do you need to do. 10 of Pentacles. I love this energy. 10 of Pentacles is about securing that family life, right? It's about leaving a legacy behind. 10 of Pentacles is a powerful energy when it comes to family, when it comes to wealth and money and connections. Now, some of you have gone through the worst of the worst with family, right? And it's been a struggle. It has been literally hell on earth for a lot of you. This this 10 of Pentacles, when it comes to money, there could be, again, family inheritance or some sort of judgment or legality with the family, right? We brought that up earlier. There could be a message from a family member. This could be a reunion, getting together with family. That may be the message. Some of you may hear an announcement. Someone may get married. Someone may be giving birth. Someone may be it could be divorced. I mean, maybe that can be good news for some people sometimes, right? But the 10 of Pentacles here is about leaving that legacy behind, not only for you to enjoy, but the people around you. So if this is career, some of you are building up your career and you inspire and help other people. I'm also getting creativity for a lot of you. Also, who used to be in plays or who used to, I mean, this could be present energy, but I'm kind of getting past tense here. Someone may have been in an actual play, or it may have been that maybe you live near Broadway, or maybe you've wanted to go to watch a play or watch someone on stage, or maybe that's you on stage. Please take that as it resonates. 10 of Pentacles. What a beautiful card here. So for some of you, I'm also getting, when it comes to family, you may have had difficulties, maybe even having children, finding love. It could be some of you are widowed as well. But this 10 of Pentacles is coming in. So I feel like there's a life after death here. There's love after loss. There is just this, wow, this regenerative energy that's coming in strong for a lot of you. So please know, please know with everything within you that this is something that, yep, you're not going to give up on. 7 of Pentacles, that you are heading in the right direction is what I was saying here. You're heading in the right direction and you're being divinely guided with the moon, because sometimes that moon could come in and we don't quite know, right? We don't know how things are going to turn out, but we have to trust. And that's why our belief system is showing up here, because our soul knows the guidebook, right? The soul knows the blueprint, the plan. And sometimes our human energy, wants to kind of dictate things, which is great. But when we're not in alignment, when we're not in our truth and our soul, it causes that disconnect, and we resist and we stay in energies that, well, we've meant to maybe pass them by, or we're meant to have that experience and move on to the next. But we tend to keep ourselves hostage in that box. You're going to see improvements, even if it's baby steps. Take it. Celebrate the wins, right? Even celebrate those failures, because you've learned big lessons here along the way. You're going to start to see gains, beautiful ones. So don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on those goals and wishes, even if they're taking a little bit longer than normal. And what is normal anyway, right? Normal is societal standards. Go with the flow here and just say yes to staying in consistent action with what it is that you want. Now, when it comes to the moon, emotions may be high and they may be scattered with a little bit of illusion, right? I feel like a weather broadcaster here. But when it comes to money as well, this is about you listening to your intuition. Your intuition is calling you to work with your higher self when it comes to projects, when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to your love, your health, whatever it is here, your intuition is calling you out here at this time, saying if your emotions are high, sometimes, not always, it's important to listen to our heart, but sometimes the emotional aspect of it can come in and we feel too overwhelmed, right? Who's had emotions come in where you just feel so much, right? You want to love what you do, which some of you absolutely do, but maybe the emotions are really, really strong and you have a hard time setting that boundary. Maybe you're a healer or a light worker and you have a hard time putting up that mental shield. Maybe you're empathic, right? For others of you, I do sense here that there's been some illusions that have been put into place from the past that may have had to deal with some family or childhood wounding, but now it's time for you to break out of that box, right? Break free from that illusion. And that goes back to what we were talking about originally. Let's get one final card here for you before we move into each elemental energy here. And it's up to you. I completely recommend taking a look at your moon sign, for those of you that are familiar with your moon sign, and even your rising as well, because I love to know all placements, rising, moon and sun sign, because those can give you a clearer picture as well. So you may want to check out whatever your moon sign is. Let's see. And some of you have the same elemental energy as your sun sign is what I'm hearing. So let's say you are a Taurus energy. You may have Capricorn as well. You have the Ace of Wands showing up again. So clarifier here, Ace of Wands, ding, 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 new beginning. It's time for you to move forward here, because there is a new project, a new love, a new beginning. It's time to break free from that box. Three of Cups, there's that celebratory energy that we were talking about, whether it is socializing with friends, with family, with loved ones. Some of you, there could be teamwork involved, okay? Could be teamwork involved. Some of you may get an offer to come on board, work for a new team efforts, collaborative energies here. It could even be family. Some of you may be working with family or partnering up with maybe a sister or a spouse, something like that here, or a family. Okay, thank you. I'm getting, I don't know what that, two brothers. So maybe construction or building something with a brother, building a website, something of that nature as well. There is your leap of faith, right? I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than this. We're seeing the same messages here from Spirit. When it comes to money, there's a new job here, or a new increase, a new promotion, or a new opportunity available to you. You have the umbrella. That umbrella represents you being supported. You have the trusty dog there as well. So stay true and loyal to your soul's path. Even though it may feel stuck, I feel like you're going to say yes. This is a big yes card. You see the Y up there in the corner. Now, if this is pertaining to love, there's new love available here, or you're deepening a relationship. So if you felt like things have been a little bit low, stagnant, or just inside the box in your love life, I feel like it's time for you to kind of come out of the box, basically. Connect, second honeymoon, come together, reunite, spark that passion. There is a shift here, a deepening. Some of you need to get something off your chest. You need to tell someone something. You need to ask for what you want, because sometimes we expect our partners or our spouse to read our mind or read our energy. And yes, that can certainly happen at times when you're in the flow, but it's an expectation that you'll set yourself up for failure, right? If you expect someone to be able to read your intentions and read your mind on what it is that you want, you're already failing, right? We need to communicate, and that's something that sometimes gets lost in the mix, communication. There is a high level commitment here, or for some of you, high level commitment or some sort of new commitment you are making because it aligns with your soul's truth. I love this showing up. So again, rising from the ashes, beautiful soul. So know that this is happening for you. I love it. The Hierophant energy is all about belief systems as well. It is about you being divinely guided to maybe break some family patterns or traditions. Some of you are starting your own. For others of you, you're taking a deep dive into your belief system because this can be traditional thinking about relationships, right? It can have to do with traditional ideas about cultures or corporations. I'm getting here breaking free from those beliefs, right? There could be something that you've been taught, right? Maybe it was you were brought up in maybe a little bit of a religious background, and maybe you were taught that you had to stay in a marriage or a union because that's just what you did, right? You're telling yourself now, is that true for me? Should I stay unhappy because that's a belief that was impressed upon me that I didn't necessarily have that choice? Now, you do have a choice, right? You're able to break free from anything that doesn't feed your soul. And that's what you're being asked at this time. What feeds your soul, right? Get into that energy here of that blueberry and know that regardless of what kind of got broken down, whatever tower moment came in, pain, grief, you're going to rise above here. You have and hold the key. Look at that. That Hierophant has the keys there, right there. Okay, when this Hierophant shows up, some of you, you've had to learn some very valuable lessons, but you may be in the position now to teach some of those things that you've learned, whether it's teaching, spiritual teaching, teaching in the traditional sense, for others of you to teach your own children and pass it down, right? Generational wisdom. For others of you here, this is about taking a look at any corrupt advice, any conditions, limiting beliefs, or any cult-like energy. I know that sounds pretty deep, but I am getting cult. So some of you may have felt like a background of yours was almost cult-like, or you got sucked into the vortex. Fun, right? This Hierophant is you having the key to open a new door, and that's what you're doing here. So I really like this showing up for you. You're going to forge your own path. I'm getting here trailblazer energy, trailblazer. So a lot of you, I feel a good 98% of you are trailblazers, and it's time for you to blaze that new path. All right, let's take a look here at each elemental energy. Let's start with Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What do we need to know for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? What's the overall energy here? Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. This is all about a brand new beginning here in the earthly realm. It's about you being able to bring down to reality what it is that you want to see in the physical. Now, some of you, you could be meeting someone through work, right? If this pertains to what we've been talking about, you could receive a message. It doesn't have to be meeting someone and falling romantically in love. For some of you, it could be, but for others of you, I do feel like there is a union coming in that could bring in a strong friendship. Even if it's a boss, someone's going to really value and appreciate you, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, whether that's your rising, your sun, or your moon. This is also about practical ventures that you're going to profit from. Some of you, you've been inside that box because you thought, well, maybe if I started this YouTube channel, I wouldn't make money, right? Maybe if I started my own business walking dogs, it wouldn't be as profitable. And sometimes we dictate our energy with money in mind. And of course, there's no right or wrong, but when you are living with that soul energy of the experiences that you want to have, the money follows with that as well. You have the Page of Cups here. So this is exactly what I just was talking about here, leading with the heart. Now, there is a new creative adventure or new creative venture that you are wanting to take, but there's something about you bursting through that box. Remember, the box is cardboard. It's not brick. So whatever's holding you back, push through that. Yes, it seems easier said than done, of course, but the Page of Cups is about you staying enthusiastic. It is about you being able to have that excitedness, that playfulness, bring laughter and joy. I also sense some of you may be working with children, wanting to have children, maybe open up a daycare, open up a meditation center or yoga center for children. Please take that as it resonates. Others of you may even be going on a family trip with your children. You could even be seeing dolphins or spending time with dolphins. Others of you may be a little bit fearful of love, okay? Because we have timid love here with the Page of Cups because of being burnt or being hurt in the past. You may feel a little bit timid going into it. But the Page of Cups here, a lot of you are emotionally at times in a place where you miss the signs, or you may feel wounded, right? You may fall in love fast. You may get hurt easily. For those of you water signs out there as well, right? Even though we're earth energy here, some of you Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that can be really difficult. For those of you earth signs that have Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces as a moon sign as well, some of you really do get hurt quite easily. I mean, we all can. It doesn't matter what your sign is here. But I feel like you have been wounded in the past, and it's caused you to be a little bit timid when it does come to love. Let's see what else we have here for Earth, and then we'll move on to air. What do we have here for Earth signs, please? One more for Earth. All right. King of Cups. There's that water element we were just talking about. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So this is about you being very talented. Some of you are attracting a very talented individual, and it could help you in your career. This could be love, right? Because the King of Cups is very romantic as well. He's very kind, and I feel like this person wants to help you. And that could be the message that's showing up as well. For a lot of you, I'm also sensing that some of you may meet someone or may meet some new people, companions, friends while you're traveling. Some of you have this energy here of connecting and calling in a soulmate, calling in someone. Some of you have even been dreaming. If you're single and you're looking for love, I feel like you've been dreaming about this energy, King of Cups. If you're female or male, it doesn't matter here. But I certainly sense that not only are you talented, but you're attracting what you are. So you are attracting a very talented, helping, romantic, kind person into your world. Now, if you're not looking for love, I scratch out the romantic piece, but it doesn't mean that you still can't date yourself, right? You still, or bring the relationship that you are in to a stronger bond. So I like this energy. A lot of beautiful cards here for you, Earth energies. All right, let's take a look at air. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. There's the Five of Pentacles that I was picking up on in the very beginning. I don't know if you recall. We talked about that 4 and the 5 of Pentacles, feeling at times like you're left out while everyone else gets to go out there and play. Everyone else gets to go out and bat, but you're being benched. Okay, air signs, this is about you giving lots at times, but not getting anything back in return. That's about to change here for you. Five of Pentacles in reverse is about breaking free from that mold, right? That is about going through this awakening. Some of you have had to trim down on your lifestyle, right? You had to save, or there could have been a health illness or a situation around money, maybe even a job loss. There could have been something that you've struggled with. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles, money or health issues. Some of you, this has to do with your belief systems around money. Some of you may struggle at times with depressive energy, anxiety, things of that nature. Please seek medical professional advice. The disclaimer in the description box below. But I do feel here with the Five of Pentacles showing up, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And look at that. There's light illuminating right behind them. So some of you, if this is a relationship, I feel like both of you went through some challenges. Both of you went through some struggles. And I feel like there's some sort of balance coming back into the energy of love. And if this is career, you're going to get some sort of offer coming in here for you. Some of you may be traveling as well. Some of you could be planning a trip, but I feel like you've had to save up for it. Or you may be saving up for a trip or a move here in the future. We also have the Page of Swords. This is your energy, right? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So Page of Swords is being able to cut through any of those limiting beliefs that hold you in that box, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So some of you may have been in a relationship with someone that you met possibly out of high school or very early on in life. This can be immature relationship styles, right? When you meet out of college or you meet out of high school or meet at a young age, or for those of you that have struggled with relationships. It could be because you weren't necessarily, you didn't have the best role models of love growing up yourself as well. And I do feel like there is growth opportunities here for you, or there could even be a new love interest coming in. And it may just be a little bit fresh. It doesn't have to be immature. It may just be a new beginning here. Some of you are also dealing with, or you could be calling in another air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or this could even be struggles with your own children's health here, okay? Children's health. Some of you had to put children through college. That could have taken a hit to your finances. Some of you had struggles with maybe child support, alimony, things of that nature, because I was picking up on the justice. And for others of you as well, there could be some new projects, studying details that you are tending to when it comes to your career, when it comes to your money. And a lot of you air signs out there are coming up with new income sources to be able to have the lifestyle that you want, to be able to have that wanderlust. I find that a lot of air signs, especially Librans, very not so much bougie, right? We can't be that bougie energy, but you want to enjoy the finer things in life, right? Who doesn't? All of us do at times. But the Page of Swords is about you growing, maturing, evolving, and taking those fresh ideas that you have to the next level. So don't let any limiting beliefs, fears around money, fears around health, or not having enough energy or momentum or timing. Some of you, you're fearing aging as well. Look into this, because you're only as old as you feel, for one. And there's never too late of a time to start something. And now some of you, if this is of course pregnancy and you're 89 years old, then there could be a little bit of a, age thing there as well. But I'm feeling for the majority, if you want to go back to school at 60 years old, go, right? If you want to do something over again, if you want to fall in love at 70, yes, this can happen. But we condition ourselves to believe that we all have to be in a certain period of age or of time to be able to accomplish goals. And that is not true, right? So don't limit yourself. Don't put yourself in that box, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Lastly, you have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about commitments, engagements, celebrations. That could be the news coming in. Yes, some of you may be celebrating a honeymoon here, or you may be traveling. Some of you, you've gotten married a long time ago, possibly, but maybe you weren't able to take that honeymoon and now you are. For others of you, if you're single, you might be going backpacking, traveling new lands, going on a trip with family or with your friends. I love the Three of Wands here. When it comes to money, your efforts are going to bear fruit, and others are stepping in to help as well. So really wonderful. I'm also going to go back here for a moment. Some of you have children. They could be learning how to drive, and that can be scary, right? You may fear. Some of you also have insurance going up, right? You have something that you have to pay. Maybe you're paying for a child's car, or you're paying for, a college fund, something like that I'm getting as well. But try not to stress about it, right? Because stress it doesn't do us any good to worry, right? It doesn't do us any good to stress. Find techniques, air signs, that can help you come to a better place, because it can be hard, right? It can be hard to watch children or to watch things start from the beginning when we have that moon, which we had that moon here. So when there's uncertainty here, I also sense that some of you, this isn't a prediction. This is only if this has already happened. Some of you may have had a child that you had to pay something because of a situation that they were involved in. Okay. I hope that resonates for you. If it's already happened, please take it as it does. All right. What else is coming in here for fire signs? Let's take a look at you fire signs out there. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, and Whoa. Okay. What do we got going on for you guys? We don't need the whole deck. You fire signs, you got some stuff going on. I certainly sense that there could be some new ventures, some new people, new ideas that you have. What's happening here for fire signs? King of Pentacles, money, honey. Your focus is on that money or that dollar. Some of you, this is business ventures, creative ideas. There's that Four of Cups energy showing up. Okay, that's not the Four of Pentacles that we're talking about, but Four of Cups, but it's in reverse, which is good. So new opportunities out there. Some of you felt like you've missed out on an opportunity to make money or to have some sort of abundance coming in. I feel like there's something new being offered to you. Ooh, some of you are getting into even a new relationship. We have the King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. It doesn't have to be romantic, right? Some of you, this is, at times we tend to withdraw. We withdraw from situations because they're difficult. Maybe we just need a break from society, right? They're actually giving me this song here. Maybe some of you have heard it. It's Eddie Vedder. The song is Society. It's a beautiful, great song. If you haven't listened to it, it may touch you to the bones because it's really intense. But I feel for a lot of you, there's a brand new beginning here being offered. Even though we don't have an ace, we're still going along with the main energy here. So there is this energy possibly of travel. Some of you, you could hear from a Queen of Cups, a very helpful woman. Could be a water sign as well, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I feel like you are attracting someone who's very talented, very helpful. Could be romantic as well. Someone who's kind and wants to see you succeed. It could be a business partner. It could be anyone who comes in and helps you with this new opportunity here. Because some of you did withdraw for a while. And now there's a new opportunity presenting itself. And I feel like you're ready to say yes. Because look up there at the corner. That is a big Y, a big yes energy. If you felt like you were attached to money and security in the past, I feel like a lot of you are releasing some sort of attachment to monetary gains and you're listening to your heart, okay? Because something may have been spilt with the Four of Cups. We see here that there's 3 cups that may have been spilt in the past. And you may have been focusing on those cups for a bit. You may have needed just some downtime, right? To process things. We all do. We need to step back. And for you fire signs out there, I do feel here that there's a cup waiting for you, whether this is love, whether it's a new career opportunity. I do feel when it comes to money, there's a new position that can bring more security. But it's important that you lead from the heart and don't just have that, that money as that primary focus, because the money's coming, right? The money's with it. The money's, I feel, already there for a lot of you. And you can see that he's holding these purple tulips. There could be something with flowers for you as well. Some of you may receive flowers in the next 7 days. That could be this message as well. There could be a promotion, a congratulatory energy. If this is love, I feel like there is security within a love offer coming in for a lot of you here. King of Pentacles. So when it comes to health as well, and please see the disclaimer, I do feel like a lot of you are on the mends. There's something here with healing as well, healing the heart chakra or healing something that may have been a little bit difficult for you with the Queen of Cups. But she's a healer. She's empathic. This could be you as well. You could be a tarot reader. You could be a nurse, a psychic, a CNA, massage therapist. I am getting a blend though with this King of Pentacles. Some of you may be really rising in your business. Maybe you felt like your business went through a period of a halt, or there was non-action. Some of you, due to maybe COVID, you felt like you suffered a little bit. Some of those cups were spilt out. For others of you, this is absolutely love, a love connection coming in. I just want to get a little bit more for you air signs, because I feel like there was a little bit of disappointment, but you're that phoenix rising from the ashes here. And you're taking a look at your belief system and you're saying, okay, what do I need to do to rise above? What do I need to do to move forward here? Yeah, forward through some sort of competition, some sort of obstacle here when it comes to maybe others, dealing with others as well. However, I prefer the Five of Wands over the Five of Swords. So this is good because this can be letting go of the ego, right? Some of you, there could have been someone you were bickering with, right? If you are in a union or if this is someone at work, Five of Wands can be needing to work together. It can be lack of leadership, someone who has different opinions, different ways of doing things. They may be very competitive or may tend to criticize here. This could be tension at work, even a little bit of gossip. But what we have underneath it, Hanged Man in reverse. I love this. So this is about you releasing that energy that no longer serves you, right? It is about you or your partner releasing anger, releasing control, releasing resentment, starting again. If this is in regards to money, you're changing your mind about a job, a career path, or where to go from here. There's something about you changing your mind, and it's going to pay off in a very big way. So get ready, because I feel like there's money coming towards you, air signs out there. So beautiful. All right, last but not least, whoa, okay, water. Hello, water. You got some things going on for you. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Right away, you have the Death card showing up hot. Now, that's that awakening. That's that regeneration. And now you have the Death card. And I just seen 4444 on the clock as I said that. So some of you, fours are all about foundation, stability, structure. It's about planning for your future. There's a rising from the ashes type of energy here, really strong for you water signs. So there's an ending of an old situation to bring in a brand new one. All right, what do we have here for water signs? Okay, they're actually saying the bottom of the deck. So what you don't see coming, we're going to save this for over here. I haven't looked at it yet. Okay, so first card out, you seen, kind of came in quick, kind of came in hot. So some of you, there could be a quick ending, okay? But endings bring in new beginnings for you water signs out there. And I'm getting here, remember, if you have water placements, water is your moon as well. This could be extra intense for you. This is all about you changing those old patterns, those old behaviors. This is changing the way that you handle money for a lot of you as well. It may have to do with your belief system around money, right? Because we can have those limiting beliefs that hold us back. Maybe we say, well, that job will never pay us enough, or I have to stay in this position because that's the golden handcuffs. Who's heard of the golden handcuffs, right? It's where you stay in a job or a position, but it feels like you have to because that's the only job that's going to pay you what it is you're being compensated, or maybe it has great benefits, or you just feel like you're tethered or you have to stay to a situation. I feel like you are breaking free. There's something here that you're breaking free from. Changing the way that you view things, because when you start to shift internally here, you see it shift externally. And some of you, you're definitely letting go of some old ghosts as well. And you can see that ghost in the background, right? And this isn't meant to be a scary energy. Death is transformative, and we're seeing it all throughout this reading. So whenever you find this, water signs, there's going to be some big changes and big transformations. Let's see what this leads to. Seven of Pentacles, small steps towards improvement. You're going to start to gradually see some shifts moving forward for you. Is it going to happen in a big old bang, right? Where you go from rags to riches? Probably not. But I do feel here for you, you're going to take these steps and your life is going to increase for the better. It's going to increase in abundance, increase in love, but don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on those dreams. We talked about that earlier on. This is small steps towards improvement with the Seven of Pentacles, starting to see gains. So don't give up, right? This death energy, some of you need to know that you may feel like you want to give up on something, but right when you're almost at that, end point where you're going to see some gains here, don't give up before that going gets real good for you. So some of you need to hear that as well. So if there's something you've been thinking, should I just give up on this? It's not going anywhere, right? Just hang on a little bit tighter. Okay, for others of you, yes, there is something that you're pivoting, right? So whatever your story is, please take it as it resonates for you. I'm also getting here, and this is interesting, green aventurine. Green aventurine. You may want to look up this symbology for green aventurine. It helps with that heart energy as well. Some of you may be wearing that. You may be gifted green aventurine. Okay, and there's something with grounding, earthing, getting out in nature if you're able to, something with plant life, growing plants, potting. It can be even some of you need to repot a plant or water a plant even as well. Please take that as it resonates. And you can see with the Seven of Pentacles, this farmer is out there and he's already planted the seeds. He's done the work. But now he has to wait a little bit, right? He has to wait for that sun to shine and for that rain to come in. And he kind of has to let the universe have some breathing room to work its magic. And sometimes we get impatient with the universal timing versus our timing. We are impulsive, quick human creatures, right? We want things quick. We want things in our time. In this day and age, everything is at a click of a button. So when we have to, we have to wait for results, we tend to give up. That's something I see often, is we don't always stay consistent to our dreams. Now you can pivot, of course, you can pivot here, water signs, but there's something that you want, don't give up on, right? Because I feel like it's going to bear fruit. We have Two of Wands. This can be building a rewarding relationship, right? If something's been a little bit of a struggle, and we did see that Ace of Wands in the main overall energy. So water signs, you're taking the next step. You're moving forward here. You're actually bringing that Ace of Wands energy to fruition, and you're taking that and running with it, right? It's like that song, Take the Money and Run. So I feel like a lot of you, whether it's money, whether it's love, you're excited about it, you're passionate about it. You're going to receive some beneficial guidance coming in here. I feel in, again, the next 7 days. Some of you, 7's a significant number. You may be born on the 7th. You may be in a life path 7 or a 7 personal year. I mean, we're in a 7 global year at this time as well. You may see 777. Some of you, that could have been on your jersey if you played sports in school, or it's a child's uniform here, but I'm getting 7 showing up really strong. And some of you, you've heard of the 7-year cycles as well. There could be something coming up. If you are coming up to a 7-year cycle, maybe you've been in a job for 7 years or a relationship, I do feel like there's something that's shifting or altering for those of you that resonate with that number 7. Now, what you don't see coming, water signs, we have the Devil. This is okay though. This is okay, because the good news is now you can plan, because now you know it, right? Tarot is helping you. It's a blueprint for you to connect back to your soul, back to your intuition. There could be something that shows up for you where there's a release of attachment, right? The Devil energy can portray addictions, temptations, codependency, manipulation, fears, materialism, anything that holds us inside that box, or in this cage, inside this bird cage, right? But the good news is this is about you reclaiming your power. It's about freeing yourself. And we've talked about this throughout the whole reading. So this shouldn't come to a shock for you, or come as a shock, because I feel like you're releasing any sort of attachment to social, material energies here. And that goes back to the belief systems around money. This Death is saying here, out with the old, in with the new. It doesn't always feel comfortable, but sometimes we know we need to let things go, or pivot, or course correct, because where you are going, I feel like you wanted to shift, wanted to change that environment, change that energy, and really lead with soul purpose, right? You wanted to be moving forward on that soul path. And because you go from that Ace of Wands to the Two of Wands, I feel like you're being offered this opportunity to do so, right? 7 of Pentacles, don't give up on those dreams. Whatever it is that you have for yourself, you may take a new direction. There may be an alternative route to get there, but you're going to get there. All right. So last but not least, this is for all signs, earth, air, fire, and water. What do we have coming in here? Let's just get a message here. What do we want? We're going to get a final message from this. Let's see, the spirit messages. What do we have for all signs before we wind down the reading here? What do we have for all signs? Earth, air, fire, water. Ooh. Okay, I love this. All signs here. You are not alone. Absolutely not. And I think we started out with this as well. We are here for you, and we never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us or near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, your friends, and your guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. And some of you, we've talked about this. I love how we start off on this and we end on this note as well with this belief system. If you've lost or felt like you've lost that connection with your higher self or your higher source, your intuition, or a lot of you have let that bitterness at times or that loneliness get the best of you, this is the reminder to your soul that you are not alone. Yes, it seems like you're walking alone. Remember that old footprints, right? The footprints in the sand, Jesus being carried. Now, I'm not religious, but I'm getting that energy here as well. And sometimes we don't realize that we're actually being carried when times are tough. And that's kind of what I'm getting here for you, right? Belief system. Know that you're not alone, beautiful souls. Don't give up on yourself, because all of you are going through a miraculous rebirthing process at this time. So enjoy what's coming in, right? Enjoy being between worlds, even though things may feel salty at times, may feel negative, may feel lonely, may feel down. Reach out, right? Reach out. Get the help that you need if you need it. Reach out to friends, to family members, coaches, mentors. Listen to inspirational podcasts, read books. Put yourself into that higher vibrational frequency. And if it's something that you feel like you just can't do alone, then please do reach out, because you have this energy around you with this gypsy soul, right? With this energy of wanting to connect. We didn't come here on earth to just segregate and to do everything by ourselves, even though it feels that way sometimes, right? So expect some favorable news. Expect some messages to come in. For some of you, this is going to be messages from your spiritual team as well, your guides, your angels, your loved ones. So pay attention. The next 7 days, you could receive a feather. Maybe you're driving in front of you and you see a license plate that is, symbolic for whatever reason. Maybe it's 777. For others of you, you look up in the sky and you see a double rainbow, right? For some of you, you hear a song on the radio, and it happens to be maybe the anniversary of a loved one who's crossed over, or a birthday or a celebration. So spirit gives us signs and symbols all around us at all times. But sometimes when we focus on that cup that's been spilled, right? 4 of Cups, we don't always see the miracles that are all around us every day. So I hope this resonates with you, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most. If you are vibing with the energy of this channel and you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here. Lots of love.